gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this. Lindsay, you have to do it too. You're on camera now.
No, I'm not doing it.
What?
No.
That is the most haterish shit.
Whatever, fuck her. This is Apex Greatness. I am your host, Russell Broderick. It's above me, right? It looks the same on everybody's screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Above me is Dario Albuquerque. And for the second time on camera, but the first time ever on camera on our little show, the fairy pod mother, Lindsay Lehman. What's up, guys? How we doing?
I'm good, man. Excited. Very first live stream. Well, like kind of our very first on the channel. No, but yeah.
I'm very excited. So obviously this is a little different than what we usually do. We are here because we are going to look at some current stuff, some current NBA product today. And we're going to look at it through our first ever sponsor.
Yeah.
That I'm proud to announce, our first ever sponsor.
Yeah.
BetStamp. We're going to use BetStamp. We're going to show you how BetStamp works and show our personal picks for this year's NBA champion. A way too early prediction. Like, way too early. Like, we're going on, like, a fucking week's worth of games.
This is when you get them at the best, though. Like, the best possible odds.
Yeah, true. But, who wants to go first in terms of who we have for the NBA champion? I think it's best to just get right into it.
Yeah. I could go first. I don't mind.
All right.
I mean, it's funny because we kind of did this last week, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing I was going to say.
Yeah, so
we definitely went over this briefly with Johnny Arnett. I kind of have a little different way I'm going to go about it, though, today.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, for instance, I assume the Golden State Warriors to win. But from a betting perspective, you also want to try to kind of take a risk on some money, right? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, this is like a risky bet anyways.
Yeah.
So I look at better odds for a team that might be just as good or good enough that could possibly win a championship and see if I can make some money there. So
what's your team?
All right.
I was like, you said you gave me no explanation. I was like,
I thought, yeah, okay. So we got Golden State. I got Golden State. For the most part, the nice part about BetStamp is you can see. It's kind of the best way to put it is it's like an Expedia for betting, right?
Yeah.
So you can
Lindsay, pull up BetStamp. Pull up BetStamp for me.
So you can see the odds of a particular bet through all of the betting sites, which gives you the best possible odd for that specific bet, which can make you more money.
Yes. And we live in New York. Interest of full disclosure. We live in New York. These are the sites that are available to us.
Yep.
So you might have different sites in your state if you're not from here. But you were looking at Golden State. That's your pick. I know you said that with Johnny Spot. I thought after the the words of encouragement you got from some of the chat on Johnny's live stream we did last week, I thought for sure you were going to try and go with Lakers here.
So the funny part is, if you wanted the shot in the dark pick, 100% would be those Lakers. But I would probably look at the Lakers more so, like to see like how far they could get in the semifinals, something like that. To see if you can make some more money off that, because I could see them getting that far. I don't think they could go to the NBA Finals, but I'm looking at a team more so like Dallas, right?
Okay.
And I feel like Dallas can, because they got to the Western Conference Finals last year. Their pretty much motto was playing good defense and then relying on Luka. If they could somehow, like taking that at 3,000 just off the top. That at some point, maybe Dallas makes a trade. Maybe they get another piece throughout, because they could look at it easily as we were just about to the finals and possibly could have won it if we would have got through Golden State, get them another piece. Boom! I like that, because $3,000, you put in $100 right there, you lit.
Dude,
Right?
you know what the thing is? Did you see the Dallas game? Fuck, who did they play the other day? It was Phoenix. It was Phoenix. That was their opener, right? Versus the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
Dude,
Demolished.
Christian Wood.
Yeah.
I tried to tell anybody who would listen that Christian Wood
He's nice.
was going to be a big fucking deal for that Mavericks team.
Yeah.
Oh, man, he was awesome in that fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I wish we were not doing live so I could throw up the highlights. But still, he was so awesome in that fourth quarter, and I think as long as there's health, as long as they stay healthy, I think the best possible outcome would be I think the Dallas Mavericks could definitely make noise in the playoffs. And to your point, plus 3,000. But this is the crazy part. This is why I like BetStamp a lot.
Yeah.
If you're a Bet Rivers person, I don't really know anybody who's like a Bet Rivers person. Usually it's like DraftKings or FanDuel, one of the big two. Maybe Caesars. I've seen a lot of Caesars. They did a lot of good commercials when they first like blew up in New York. But if you were to just do Bet Rivers, it's plus 2,000, and you can get plus 1,000 more just by going to a different website.
Yeah.
It's crazy. That's crazy. Same exact thing.
Yeah, it's just like being smart with an investment, right? If
Yeah.
you're gonna put money in like in one investment that's gonna make you 3%, but then this other investment can make you 6%.
Yeah.
In a sense, obviously, it's not really an investment because you're just gambling like crazy. But and no matter what, you lose. But if you could win more, why not?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's the same exact, that's the thing. Not the same exact odds. If it's the same exact bet, you want to at least try your best to get the best possible odds that you can for everything that you do. Like,
100%.
I get it. That's what I like about this site, like, for sure. Because you wouldn't know otherwise unless it was all laid out in front of you, unless you went and did research and went for each and everything. Like, and this site is free. This site is free as fuck.
Yeah.
It is so free.
Yeah. It's definitely a really good tool to use.
Yeah.
And especially since like the onboarding, they give you minimum balances for each site that you use or that they sign you up for. Like, it's worth it for sure.
Dude, I was shocked when we were talking to them and they were like, oh yeah, it's totally free to use. This is absolutely a premium service. I think people would pay to use this.
Yeah.
They definitely
would. It's going to become the basketball reference after a while. They're going to
as soon as I was using it, I was like, oh, this is kind of like basketball reference for betting in a little bit of a way. Yeah. You nailed it in the beginning. Like, you were right.
Oh, thanks. Sure. Also, Theo Brown just commented saying Bucks versus Warriors in 6. That's his thoughts.
Warriors in 6 versus the Bucks? Oh, pussy appearance. What up, dude?
Sorry.
We're live as shit today.
Yeah. Get down, Papa.
But I would love to see the Bucks make it, but I don't think they're as good as they were previously. We'll see. Wait.
Why is that though? Because to me, the Bucks, they were injuries away from making the NBA Finals.
That's
like
true.
they had a major. I know you don't believe in Chris Middleton, but he definitely showed his.
But I don't think they're as good as they were.
Are we getting feedback?
You're good.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I solved it.
My bad. Sorry.
Dude, bear with us, guys. This is the first time we've ever fucking done this. It will get better.
Yeah, 100%.
As Dario's cat tries to eat the fucking mic.
Sorry, I'm in his room, so he doesn't really,
You're I'm in his lair. Yeah. But no, you were saying?
No, I think Chris Middleton was a big part. Like, he's their second guy, and he wasn't there for them, and they still went 7 games with Boston. So it's like Boston is who made it to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, I don't know. I just so far. It's the first week. It's we are not even remotely
and you gotta remember,
into the season.
In the beginning, everybody's all hyped to be back. They're playing hard. Once it gets to the grueling part, like when the 40 games start hitting in, a lot of these guys ain't playing all the way. And Giannis and them, they 100% playing all the way through.
He put 42 on the Rockets, a team that half the superstars in the league would probably either take the night off or just like chill, coast.
But it's the beginning of the
At
season,
40.
so I think they usually try to go off in the beginning. Like you saw James Harden in game 1, like I think he had like what, over 30.
Yeah.
Is he gonna do that for the rest of the season? I don't know.
So that brings us to Lindsay. Speaking of which,
Am I that obvious?
yeah,
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. No, so obviously I would go with Philly, but my 2 top people, as Russell always makes fun of me for, is Philly and Boston. But obviously Boston's not a good pick because they have the lowest,
hey, look, plus 600
outcome.
isn't terrible at all.
No, I know, but like still, like if you're going for betting, you might as well try, and it's not an unreasonable thing. Just because they lost the first 3 games in the first 3 games of the season doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe we'll see.
What do you think about James Harden?
I never really liked James Harden, so we'll see what happens. I'm not pessimistic, but I'm not optimistic. So neutrality is my point of view.
My main thing with James Harden, and I feel like it's always gonna be like this until he proves it. But I don't care what the hell he does in the regular season. Like, I need to see him do it in the playoffs. Like when it matters the most in important games. Like I need to see him be there because like he has not done it his whole career.
Yeah, that's true. That's what we were talking about on Johnny's stream also.
Yes.
That exact point. Like, but it's interesting to me how he has such a difficult time balancing the scorer playmaker role. This is kind of like what I was talking about on the live stream. It was like that's what Doc Rivers was preaching to him in the preseason and in training camp, and it's just interesting. Like, I feel like this guy had no problems with this when it was going well in Houston and when it was going well in Brooklyn. If you could go back on this channel and you'll find me saying that James Harden was playing like current day, like what I think Magic Johnson would play like.
Yeah.
Like, I said that shit. It's set in stone now, fucking.
Yeah.
But so for a guy to not know when to take over or when to facilitate, like, it's interesting to me that the perception is he doesn't have that down, and I wonder why. Like, why.
I don't know if it's that in the postseason you're saying, or just in general.
I mean, clearly it was just in general. Like, they were talking about obviously the postseason and what had happened last year, but like, it was just I was really taken aback by that thing with Doc Rivers, where he was having to really like talk to Harden, like, dude, sometimes we need you to score, sometimes we need you to play make. We can't do one or the other.
Yeah.
I was pretty stunned by that. I was like surprised.
It almost
I would
like
think that this guy, an
question
MVP of the
his
league,
IQ.
multiple-time All-Star.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
It almost makes you question his IQ. I feel like the thing about the greats is they know when to do that stuff because
Sure.
like that you have the high basketball IQ. Like,
Right.
a guy like LeBron, he can facilitate all game long, and then at the end of the game he could take it over. So
I think Philly is definitely going to bounce back from their 0-3 start. As we are recording right now, the beauty of live. They are 0-3 as of this moment. They are playing right now the Indiana Pacers and my Rookie of the Year pick, Benedict Mathurin, who has been playing well so far. But that's not
I don't even know who that is.
He's the guy. I'm telling you, he's the guy I talked about last week. He's the guy who said, LeBron's not better than me. I got to see him. See him. And then last night, he was talking about how he is the greatest NBA player to ever live.
Yeah.
That was the quote. So needless to say, I love him.
Yeah. I would like to say, though, my Lakers go 0-3, and I feel like you're laughing at me. But Lindsay's Philly team goes 0-3, and I feel like nobody's like giving her any type of crap. Like, we gotta do that. Like, your team shouldn't be 0-3. Like, my team, I can understand that they're Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Like that type of drama just comes to us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also have like the whole Russell Westbrook bullcrap. Like,
we also have like a
got no
completely
reason to
incompetent
be
roster.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. I like mention them. You never shut up about them. So I feel like that's the distinction.
About the Lakers? Nah, I'm not like that. Not about the Lakers. About Kobe, for sure.
I don't know about that. I feel like I feel like you definitely never shut up about them. Especially the last stream that we did. It was, but the Lakers, if they're healthy, over 50. But the Lakers,
I was just defending my
AD,
take.
come on.
Y'all were wilding on my take. Like,
It wasn't just us; it was everybody in the comments. But I don't know. I don't think Philly's going to be there to win the championship. I think they'll. Right now, they look like a team that's like going to bounce back in the middle, like in January of the regular season. Like Dario said, like 40 games in, 30 games in, and then in the playoffs, they're like, it looks like, oh, they might make a run, and then they get bounced in round one. Like, I could see them being that kind of team. They have the identity right this second of that sort of team. Yeah.
I don't know about that. I think Philly will figure it out.
I hope you're right, because I love Joel Embiid.
I believe in them way more than I believe in the Lakers. So that's
fair.
Yeah.
All right, my turn?
Yeah.
All right, so
I know who you're picking.
My heart pick, if I'm not looking at it from like a let's play the system odds standpoint, I said it on Johnny's podcast, the Memphis Grizzlies are ready. They have a stacked team. Currently, through 3 games, 5 guys averaging double figures. Ja Morant averaging 34 and 7 on 55% shooting. Yeah. Playing really well so far to start the year. And I love their culture. I love everything that they're doing right now from a basketball standpoint. And I think a year of experience gives them a big advantage as we go into the playoffs. But if we're talking strictly from a gambling, like I was interested when I saw it.
Just to add one more thing to that.
Yeah.
Ja is just so explosive, man.
I fucking love him, man. He's my favorite player in the league right now. He's got to be.
I don't know why I slightly hate on him, but like
I don't know either. He's awesome.
I just feel like people just get too much. They make it too much, but I don't know. I feel like I'm just being like a slight hater for that. But his blocks, just crazy dunks, everything. He does everything. Anything you ask for in a highlight, he's a walking highlight reel. All right.
Yeah, he is. And this is the most important thing about that. There have been a lot of walking highlight reels who haven't won in the beginning of their careers as much as Ja Morant has. Like, the Memphis Grizzlies are a great basketball team. Yeah, he's the icing on the cake that makes it awesome.
100%.
I think. But from a gambling standpoint, I looked at this Miami Heat thing and I was just blown away by the difference in odds.
Yeah.
Like, again, Bet Rivers. I feel like I'm glad I'm not sponsored directly by Bet Rivers because I feel like I'm talking endless shit about them. But terrible odds. You go to Caesars, it's 2,400. Even on FanDuel, it's 1,700. Caesars 2,400 for the Miami Heat. Speaking of culture, a team that has lots of culture. I don't know if they'd actually. I don't know. I think Bam Adebayo needs to take another step up in order for them to be a really relevant championship.
I feel like he was supposed to take that step like 2 years ago, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. His numbers in the bubble were amazing. He played so well.
But that goes back to like, was it those bubble babies? Like now
that's
they
fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bam Adebayo, 18, 10.3 rebounds, 4.4 assists, a steal and a block a game, shooting 56% in the bubble. And he got pretty close to that last year, 19 and 10 with a steal and a half. He only played 56 games though. He's never played a full 82 starting. And yeah, there's been some in his career, not exactly full seasons due to COVID, but he needs to be an all-star again if they're going to really make some noise. But I was just looking at that from a betting standpoint, and I was like, it's crazy the disparity in odds between websites. And that's the main point of why I like BetStamp is because, even look at the Bulls. 9,000 on DraftKings, 6,500 on FanDuel. What a difference.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The same fucking bet. It's astounding to me.
Yeah, for sure. But, it's awesome to and it's free to have all of the betting the sports books, right? So
you can have accounts for all of them. You don't have to do deposits or nothing unless you want to. But that's the other thing about this site. Like if you want to just practice, like if you're like I really don't want to use my real money,
Yeah.
You can just go out of your bet slip, put in $10 on the odds, win 330, and you just make it, and it'll keep track of it for you, and it's no real loss to you.
Yeah.
Which is good.
And the cool part is it actually has like a community there pretty much. So like you got people that you can follow that have like a high return on investment and even follow their bets. Because remember, like betting isn't competitive. It's literally you're just trying to win money. So they're putting out free bets, and you seeing somebody's return on investment, you could just copy those bets and pretty much make the same.
And I think that's what we're going to do here on Apex Greatness is we're going to try to come to you every week after this point with less future stuff and more just straight games. We're going to look at some of the marquee games of the week, and we're going to try to come to you every week with a little segment. We're sitting at right about 22 minutes now. It's going to be somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes each week, and we are going to use BetStamp to find the best odds, and our picks will be available under Apex Greatness on our tab if you want to look for us and look at the bets we make here on the program.
Yeah. And then if you guys want, you can comment whether you'd want to see more basketball related stuff or football related stuff.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to talk about. It's live, so we can do fucking whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And if you guys want to join, like we'll definitely put out, like days before when we're gonna be doing these live streams, so
Yeah, that's my bad. That's my bad.
No,
I probably should have done that for this one. But to be fair, I didn't want to advertise it in case, we fucked up.
Well, they're still going to see it, so it's fine.
It allows me to be less nervous. Anything else you guys want to add before we sign off?
No, not that I can think of.
I would like to take a moment, real quick. We don't usually get to talk directly to the audience like this. It's usually like, you're seeing some pre-recorded shit that Future Russell had to, fucking put together. So I would like to say, we've had a hell of a run over this last year or so. This is real. This is completely real. I'm not making this up for the sake of saying it. I was watching LeBron James Legacy Breakdown on our channel last night, and I said something inappropriate, something sexual related. I don't even remember. But Dario goes, you were like, dude, you don't want to get us demonetized. And I was like, really, when we have 50 subscribers, who cares? That was not that long ago, bro.
Yeah.
That was not that long ago. And now we're at almost 1,000. Thank you guys. Thank you for fucking being a part of the journey. I appreciate the shit out of you. Sure. And if you're watching this now despite no information that it was happening, you're the fucking man. Thank you very much.
For sure.
Or woman. You're also the woman if that's a thing. Or, Lindsay, help me. Everybody.
Yo, and
just shut up. Just be quiet.
I'm trying to be nice. Everybody who's a part of our show. Thank you.
Yeah. Just use all inclusive words.
And definitely.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
If you guys have the time, come through during these streams so we could
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
Like after we do our little, best thing.
Oh my God.
Feel we could always chill and
talk shit,
to the
have
fans.
a good time.
Yeah.
But I'm Russell Broderick. In between the sandwich is Dario Albuquerque. At the very top, the fairy pod mother Lindsay Lehman, where you'll be seeing her face a lot more through these shows.
Yeah.
And we are saying
Peace.
Hey guys, if you like what you heard, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. Just type in Apex Greatness on YouTube to see everything we put out this year. From legacy breakdowns to current NBA and NFL content. We have over 150 videos to binge if you're that type of person, or just to listen to in your spare time. We have about 2 to 5 hours of new content every week. Check us out. Later.